an educational experience and a professional experience, and then just beyond that as an experience?
Well, I've had friends in the intern program for the past few years, and they've only said like the greatest things about Maine State. And there we get to do workshops on Wednesdays occasionally, and just working in such a professional environment at such a well-known, reputable equity theater is such a great learning experience. And having the opportunity to work on so many different projects at once, such as we're in fame rehearsals right now, performing our intern singer songs like almost every day at a different location. And then we're starting Sister Act in about a week. We have an audition for that. And so we'll be in rehearsals for that before we even put Fame up. And then we go straight into The Music Man and then straight into Frankenstein. And while we're doing Frankenstein, we do Shrek. So working on so many different things at once just gives us such an incredible opportunity to really gain control over our abilities to memorize and just retain all of this stuff in at one time. Yeah.
And how competitive did you find the selection process for this post?
Well, I was more fortunate than others, I think. I came to the local call, and it was a pretty long day. They made so many different cuts, and I made it through the end, so I felt really good, and I seemed to have a really good relationship with Kathy and everyone that was there, Kurt. I had a really just great time, and I actually had another offer, so I had to call them and figure that out if they were interested in hiring me. And they called me right back and told me that I was on the hire list, and I instantly turned down the other offer and took it. But I had lots of friends that auditioned, and I know they see a couple thousand students and just professionals, because they go to Maine, they have their local call, and then they go to SETC and see tons of people there. And then they were actually in New York over spring break when I was there, and I was in the audition building, and there were just so many people auditioning for Maine State, and I was like, I'm so glad I already had that job. But they are very picky, and they only want the best, and the other interns I'm performing with are just out of this world, and I'm just so lucky to be a part of that group.
And
I was bitten by the theater bug, when I was born, I guess. I don't know. I loved putting on my Dorothy dress and watching The Wizard of Oz, and my mom would buy me costumes, and I would watch The Sound of Music and dance around the living room. And I didn't do my first acting class until I was about 7 or 8. I did that consecutively for 3 years, and then I got my first professional job at a regional theater doing Gypsy for 2 months, and I was in amazing sets, costumes, getting to leave school early for shows, and it was just I was thrown into the business. My first ever musical just happened to be a really great one, and I just never really stopped. I just kept doing it. And then college came, and I went to school for it, I'm in school for it, and I just love it so much.
And you graduate when?
I'll graduate May of 2017.
And what are your professional goals after graduation?
My professional goals, I want to just keep performing, and now that I'm working at a theater like Maine State, I only want to keep working and just getting into better companies, working alongside all of these incredible companies, and I just never want to go back down. So I'm just hoping to keep working with incredible people like Kurt and the directors we're getting this summer, Mark Robin, Donna Drake. I just want to keep working with so many people that are so well known in the industry and have so much knowledge to pass on. And the ultimate dream is Broadway, but I'm down to see what the bumps in the road are, or the different paths taken to get there. I'd love to see the world and do a national tour or a European tour. I want to keep performing on a really awesome professional level, but I want to see the world in the process and then ultimately dance on Broadway.